a pill without insurance costs around $9,000. So it can range
One pill.
one pill.
That's insane.
$9,000. It ranges depending on where you get it, so it can range from $2,000 to $9,000. With insurance, you get it around $120, which is a big improvement.
Absolutely.
Right.
With Mark
Absolutely.
Cuban, you will get it at $45.
Wow.
It's so crazy. I mean, her being even an advocate for mental health, she shared her experiences with law school and getting her MBA, and how so much pressure and so much work can get, of course, overwhelming naturally. And so she spoke about that. And so it's just, again, I just can't get over it. It's just so sad. She had her whole life made. I mean, what a promising person. I mean, she did everything. She was 30 years old. She had her whole life ahead of her. And it's important to know your loved ones. And if you see anything weird or strange, it's important to have those conversations. I mean, it's so sad. Maybe, and it goes to show what she posted on Instagram and what you saw. We didn't know what happened behind closed doors. We didn't know what was happening in her mind, and that's it's scary. It's scary. You just never know.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Nobody you know. That's right. Welcome to the Nobody You Know podcast. They might not be famous, but they certainly have a lot to say. Join Ash, Espi, Emmy, and Gus as they discuss everything from celebrity gossip, trends, pop culture, hit movies and TV shows, social media, and even some juicy personal life experiences and opinions. Now, let's get into today's episode.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite podcast, the hottest podcast out there, with your hosts, Ash, Espi, Emmy, and Gus. We're back.
Hello.
Hello.
I hope y'all are doing well out there. If you're listening from near or far, welcome. If this is your first time, welcome to Nobody You Know.
Welcome.
So today we're going to talk about, we always talk about, as a matter of fact, celebrity gossip, what's trending, pop culture. We like to go everywhere. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
And you might learn something that you don't know. So
You never know.
Alrighty, let's go.
let's do it. Where do we want to start? What has happened this week?
Well, let's maybe talk about something a little fun and happy first. What about, so it's trending right now that Encanto's song, Bruno. Nobody knows Bruno?
We don't talk about Bruno.
It's the #1 song right now. It's the first time Disney has hit that spot since 1993.
1993?
1993.
Crazy.
Wow.
Which was
Insane.
Aladdin's It's a Whole New World.
Wow.
So that's pretty cool.
That is pretty good. Pros is no, like, how do you say? It's about Colombia.
Yes.
So to be, like, how can I say this? It's no, like, universal, like everybody knows about this thing. Like Aladdin, like Aladdin
Yeah.
is, this is a story that everybody knows what it's about.
Right.
But Encanto is a new story that
Exactly.
people are no.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
to hit #1 is a pretty big deal.
And it's written by
Lin-Manuel.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Who, if you guys aren't familiar with, he also wrote all the songs for In the Heights, right?
In the Heights, he's the
Hamilton.
creator of Hamilton.
Okay.
He is the director of Tick Tick Boom on Netflix. So he's
He's winning these days.
hot right
He's
now.
thriving.
Yes. Amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm pretty good for
super
him
cool.
because I feel like he's one of those people who is very creative, and is not just he's not just a creative in music. Like, you can see that he explores the full art in every single aspect.
Yeah.
That's amazing, and he deserves everything that is happening to him.
Totally. And
Yeah.
if anyone's curious, they might be sitting there listening to us and they're like, what about Let It Go from Frozen?
Oh.
I guess that one only hit #5. So
#5,
Yeah.
Wow. And
Yeah.
that one was really, really, really
big.
big and
Big.
famous.
Little
yeah.
kids singing that song everywhere, and
Everywhere.
older kids.
Yes. Adults and
Everybody.
children. Everybody knew.
So,
That is pretty damn big.
I mean,
Who
we even
sings-
had a ballet class
sings
album
Bruno?
of the
Oh,
songs.
yeah.
who
Yeah.
sings? What
Who
was
sings
it?
the song, Bruno?
It was a few people, I think. We're looking it up.
We're looking it up.
I swear we know this.
No. It's because I know the soundtrack of the Encanto has a lot of Colombian artists, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
It has
yes.
Sebastián Yatra, it has Maluma,
Yeah.
Carlos Vives.
Carlos Vives. So
Yeah.
it's people that I grew up with because I'm Colombian, for anybody that doesn't know. So, it's pretty exciting for me to see the Disney movies, even though in Colombia people sometimes are very judgmental about it. And they were like critiquing some of the animals are no part of, are part of the culture, but not part of where they were representing. And it's like, come on, like just enjoy that Disney is representing you and like it's giving you this spotlight that we never had. And it's giving us this place where Colombia is represented for something else that people,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Usually when people talk about Colombia, you know what they say, and I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to,
Right.
want that. I want to be Colombian.
You
like
don't want to
about
keep
this-
perpetuating
yes,
that
I
idea.
wanna-
Exactly.
Right.
I want to be the
Exactly.
Colombian of J Balvin. I want to be the Colombian of Encanto. I want to be the
Yeah.
Colombian
Yeah.
of this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Exactly. The rich culture that it is with
Yeah.
music, colors, food, you name it. It's a very, very historical, rich country with a lot of educational background that we can all learn and see and get an insight
Yeah.
of
And
what a beautiful
diverse.
country it is. It's very diverse in everything. Very nice people. And so it's nice to see Colombia, like you mentioned, in a different spotlight.
Spotlight.
Yeah, very cool.
The song has various artists,
Singers, yeah.
various artists in the.
Oh yes, it does.
We don't
have a
talk about
lot of
Bruno.
people.
Yeah, you read them because you're going to pronounce them right.
No, I'm not gonna pronounce them right either.
Oh, no?
Yeah. So various artists.
Various
Yeah,
artists.
it's like a lot.
But it's a hit. It's a hit, especially in ballet class.
It
All the
is.
kids ask for it. So
Yeah. You got a winner there then.
That is
Right?
very
Yeah.
exciting.
All right, what's next?
All right. What's next?
What do we have?
Well, switching gears to something a lot more tragic. Miss USA, or former Miss USA, right?
Yes.
Chelsea Christ, Miss USA 2019. Her sudden death. It's still under investigation, but people.
How old was she?
30 years
30
old.
years old.
30 years old. Committed suicide.
She did,
I think
yes.
Yeah.
is the.
Yeah. And
And it's very, very tragic. Very, very tragic. Very successful woman, smart, beautiful, an attorney. She really made a life for herself and an advocate for mental health. And so for her to commit such an action, it's very shocking. Very shocking. And I think everybody's just very surprised. Very surprised because
Really?
it's just
She
unexpected.
seemed like she
Really
had
sad.
everything going,
Going
for
for
her.
her.
I mean,
Right,
she
right.
just was, she was working for Extra, which is like a entertainment celebrity program, if you're not familiar. And I feel like she was making history because it was historic, the fact that she was one of 4 black women to be holding the awards that she was holding in the pageant industry. I mean, yeah, it was her, and then I wrote down some of the other names. Miss America Nia Franklin, Miss Teen USA Kaylee Garris, and then Miss Universe. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pronounce this right. Zazabini Tunzi.
Yes, yes,
So she was breaking. She also, I thought this was really interesting. She was the oldest.
Miss USA.
Miss
At
USA.
28 years
Oh,
old.
really?
Age
At 20 years old.
Wow.
Yeah,
28,
she made
yeah.
history.
And
Wow.
then
That's true.
wow.
And then the other nuts thing is she held the record for the longest reigning victor of Miss USA. Because of COVID, she got to hold that title for
Right, 'cause it was 2019.
557 days, which is the longest anyone
Right.
has ever been Miss USA.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
That is
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, so just so sad.
It's
so
really
sad.
sad. It's just so tragic. It really is.
I also saw that she wrote a note to her mom after it all, and it's just so sad.
It's just so sad.
Because
It's so
to me,
sad.
it's so surprising. Like I would almost guess foul play before I would guess that she would jump to her death from a skyscraper, much less.
I mean,
And
Ugh.
I think
it's so sad.
it's so crazy. I mean, her being even an advocate for mental health, she shared her experiences with law school and getting her MBA and how so much pressure and so much work can get, of course, overwhelming naturally. And so she spoke about that.
Yeah.
And so it's just again, I just can't get over it. It's just so sad. She had her whole life made. I mean, what a promising person. I mean, she did everything. She was 30 years old. She had her whole life ahead of her. And
sad.
yeah, it's important to know your loved ones, and if you see anything weird or strange, it's important to have those conversations. I mean, it's so sad. Maybe, and it goes to show what she posted on Instagram and what you saw. We didn't know what happened behind closed doors. We didn't know what was happening in her mind, and that's it's scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
You just never know.
Yeah.
You never know what is happening to people, like
In their private
in
life.
their private
Exactly.
life.
Right.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
This is why sometimes we have to be kinder with each other. We have to be understanding that not because the person that they maybe was wrong or something, like we all make mistakes.
Absolutely.
And not to judge and not to make that little part worse.
Exactly.
Because maybe you not knowing are putting that person in a darker place.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
So like
Absolutely.
sometimes, even though it's hard, because it's hard sometimes when you are, I don't know, going to the grocery store and somebody bumps into you and you are like, oh, this guy, like why he didn't
He's
say
such
sorry.
a jerk. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But you also don't know if that person is going through something in their mind,
Yeah.
so through a dark place where he didn't even notice you or she,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it's because it's deep in there.
Absolutely.
So we have to understand that we have to be kinder and we have to cheer each other,
Be
like
less
Absolutely.
to judge and
Less to judge. for
build
sure.
up.
Yeah.
It's hard
It's very
because
sad.
you are also having your own problems,
Yeah.
Right.
but you
exactly.
cannot just
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
jam it in other people.
It's a friendly reminder to, like you're saying, to have compassion towards others, to be understanding towards others, because you never know what people are going through in their personal life. And just check up on your loved ones. I think it's important,
Yeah.
again, to if you see anything different, anything, it's important to have those conversations and to seek help.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
feel like
Who
if you are having those feelings or you know anyone who's having those feelings, definitely call the suicide
Lines.
Hotline.
prevention lifeline because it's never too late to talk to someone or ask for help. So.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
leave the links down below for you to check it too, just in case.
Yeah.
It's important.
It's important.
Okay.
Mental health is important.
So rest in peace for her.
Yes.
All right.
It is.
Okay.
Well, changing gears.
It is a little bit
Changing
hard.
gears.
You know,
It's
like,
hard.
hard
Yeah.
topic.
It
and
really is a hard talk. It's very real. That's why.
it is very real. I think that's the thing. It is very real.
It's
And
real.
now in society, with all these things, with all the platform, with all the social media,
Right.
Yeah.
seeing it, how we only see the highlights of people because that's what people
Exactly.
post. They are gonna
Right.
post your highlights. They are not gonna
Yeah.
post your lows.
Of
No,
course
of
not.
course not.
Of
You know,
course
so
not.
it's
Of
like
course not.
Well, and maybe it's also a good reminder to the outside people to not put so much pressure on one person to represent
everything.
a whole group of people, because like
Exactly.
maybe she felt just such immense pressure as being like a woman, being like on the older end of a woman in pageantry.
Exactly.
And then like also she's like a lawyer, but then, like she's representing black females and like she was probably just feeling like so much like
Pressure.
pressure.
For
Like
for sure.
Exactly.
like the whole
Exactly.
world was expecting her to be the face of all
Yeah.
of these things.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
it's a good reminder for all of us to not just like put all of that on one person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Totally.
Well,
Okay.
Wow.
Let's switch
Let's switch a
from
little
the
bit.
Let's switch
sadness.
gears.
We need
For
some
sure.
something.
Let's switch
uplifting.
gears. We want to congratulate Rihanna
Rihanna.
Yeah.
and ASAP Rocky
They are
over the
expecting-
weekend. They posted a picture over the weekend, and they're like out in New York, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
they're out in New York.
She has like a pink trench coat and it's like showing her belly. They look very happy. We're very excited. It's their first child. Who would have thought Rihanna expecting. Who would have
There's
thought?
always been rumors, but now
Yeah.
these rumors are for real. It's
For
legit.
real.
It's
For real.
They're not married, right? Not like it
No.
matters, but I was just curious.
I mean, not that the public knows of. Who knows? But I don't think
I don't
they
think
are.
so.
But well, you don't know with these celebrities. They
They've
do
been an
things
item for a while, though, right?
for a while.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
so,
pretty cool.
Congratulations to them.
Yeah,
That's
good for
exciting.
It's gonna be a little mini Riri.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay,
Good for
what
her.
else?
Bringing
her.
life.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
from sadness to life.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, that's great news.
This is a random topic of discussion, but lately we've been watching Netflix series that we've been obsessed with over the past couple of days.
Yes.
Want to talk about it?
So we've all been obsessed with Too Hot to Handle.
Yes.
It's such a good show. I love it. I'm obsessed.
It's so Russian that is so good.
Right. It's so much drama that it's so good. Ugh, love
I
it.
think it's also just like weird to think that people still like are so sometimes superficial, like, or just like not superficial, but just like that you would just be such a like sex fiend that like you just like you
Right, I'm
can't
like,
like
this is
just
not,
wait.
is this really true? Like, is
Yeah.
this really going on?
I'm like, sometimes
Come
it
on.
feels made up, but you know, it's a great like escape from
Entertainment.
reality. Like we
Yeah.
watch it when we just don't even have the willpower to like focus on
On
anything.
anything.
Yeah. And it's more fun to almost just like make fun of people
Right.
than anything.
Yeah. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other show is
Soy Georgina. Oh my goodness. I want to be her friend. Georgina hit me up. Gio hit me up. I want to be your friend so bad. Like
Yeah.
I want to go to Monaco on a yacht. Like oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was it's such a good show.
It's
like
so good.
it's like an inside look of how she really is, like who she truly is. I
Okay,
think
so you got it. Most people are going to know who she is, but some people might not. So share that part. of the
Cristiano
story.
Ronaldo's fiance. I hope our viewers know who Cristiano Ronaldo is.
I mean, he is the most followed person in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there's
yes.
a chance they might not know who his girlfriend is
Yeah.
or whatever. I mean, it's
Yes.
unlikely, but in case people
Yeah,
are like,
I mean,
who is Georgina?
there is still a lot of people that probably don't know who Cristiano is.
Yeah.
True.
But
which is insane.
yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, like that was the whole kind of point of
Right.
the docu-series is to
Yeah.
show like, this is who I am. I'm not just his,
Right.
The girlfriend of this.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, I'm actually awesome. And she totally is.
She is.
Yeah, I mean, you always like wondered like how he just went for her.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's literally a chick flick romantic movie
Story.
in real life. Like this shit does not happen for
No.
real, and like it's happening.
It happened.
It happened.
It happened literally
And I was
at
like,
the
"What
Gucci
is
store.
it about
I
her?" I
know,
was like, "She must have like the most bomb ass personality," and like I couldn't wrap my mind around it.
I saw on TikTok like there's like a trend or meme going around, and it's like everyone's trying to like find jobs at the Gucci store now.
I mean, yeah.
Sending their resumes
Yeah,
to
they're
Gucci.
like, you know, you never know. What
Yeah.
if a soccer player comes in?
Oh my god.
I mean, and the most famous dude
The
in the world.
most
Right.
famous.
Yeah.
The funniest thing to me was, I don't know if you guys caught it in the show, but she was actually covering like a shift for somebody else who
Oh.
was
For
going
someone
out of
else, like-
town on vacation,
Yes.
who I'm assuming was another attractive female. So it's like, what are the odds? I'm sure that girl is like, damn it.
It was meant to be. It
She's
was
like, I
meant
should
to
have been
be.
there.
It was meant to be. It
That
was
is-
meant to be.
Yes, that is insane. I mean, to me, one of the craziest things is like she's saying like, I came in bus.
Oh, I was just gonna mention
And
this.
I would leave.
And I
in
would
a
leave a
Bugatti.
Bugatti.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine?
Oh my gosh.
It's like insane.
It's
Yeah.
literally crazy.
It's great.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
She's
Crazy.
kind of like a walking contradiction, like in a good way. Like I love it that she's like so spiritual and like religious.
Right.
But then on the flip side, like the girl can put on a little sexy little dress and like go dancing, and
Right.
and you know she's also like one moment she's saying like, oh, I don't really like shop, or I'm not. And
And
then
she's
she'll like
buying-
go and close out in a store and buy everything in it.
She's
So
like,
it's like,
queridas, let's go. We're going on a trip.
We're going on a trip. Queridas.
yeah. So I thought that was really interesting about her, but
Yeah.
she
I
seems
li-
like she has depth.
I like her humbleness. I like her when she was with the children. It
That's-
just really shows how caring of a person she is and how real she is. Like, she's very thoughtful and she's very down to earth. Like, that's what it really, the inside look of her life. Like, it's so beautiful to see that. Like, she's a regular human being, and the way she raises her family, like, it was real. It was really real. I liked it. I enjoyed it. So
Very good.
I think like one thing I was telling Gustavo that like kind of was refreshing about it is, especially like, you know, going from binge watching Too Hot to Handle or whatever, it's really like nice to see one of the most famous people in the world like fall for a girl for mostly her personality. Like, she, don't get me wrong, she's a beautiful
Gorgeous.
girl.
She's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous, but like there's millions of gorgeous girls. Like,
Yeah.
but there's more to her.
There's
And he
a
can
lot
have
more
anybody
to
of
her.
them.
And
Anyone,
I
right.
feel like I
to
just
her.
haven't seen that in a long time. Like somebody who's just like going for someone because like their personality is so great. And I think that was like nice to see that being represented like on Netflix. Like genuine, real love connection. It's not all about money. It's not all about looks.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I thought that was cool.
No, I really like it. She's different. I mean, you can tell. If no, he wouldn't be with her.
Exactly.
And
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
he connects with her in deeper levels. One of the phrases that I like the most is when she says, "I know what is to have nothing, and I know what is to have it all."
Right.
Yeah.
And it's totally true, and that's what represents Cristiano, because he
Yeah.
also comes from nothing
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
to all.
Yeah.
You know, and like he works hard for that. I think he's one of the most admirable people that you can find. Like, if you actually see his story, how hard he works,
Yeah.
people should understand the reality of him.
Exactly.
Because sometimes it's so easy to judge when somebody's at the top.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Super easy.
he's super rich, he's
Right.
super
Yeah.
famous, he
Yeah.
is handsome, he's the best soccer player. So it's
Yeah.
like, oh, poor him. No, you know,
No.
he worked for that every
Right.
second, and he's still at the top. When people
he's still
his
working.
age,
Uh-huh.
I would rather retire for 5 years. Like, he's gonna turn
Yeah.
37, I think, in 4 days,
Oh, wow.
and he's still at the top.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
if that's
Yeah.
not sacrifice for your career and for your
Yeah.
love,
Yeah.
there is nothing that can define this guy.
Right.
And the other thing is, how can I say this? He has it all. He has all the money he wants,
Right.
but he keeps fighting like he has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he
Yeah.
hasn't smashed all the records. Like,
Right.
he keeps fighting like there is
Yeah.
more to do.
His work ethic and philosophy about life reminds me a lot of Michael Jordan, actually. Like, if you watch that, was
The
that
Last
also Netflix
yeah,
too?
The Last Dance.
Like, they have a very similar drive where it's like they're competing against themselves. Like, because at that point, like you said, they've smashed all the records. Like, there is no competition. So it becomes like a battle with themselves. Like,
Right.
can I do better than
Right.
the last record I broke?
Right.
We're just
right.
like, there's only like 5 people in the world that are like that. And
Yeah.
it's like Michael Jordan and him, Cristiano Ronaldo, and I don't know, maybe who
Tom
else?
Brady.
Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Brady,
Tom
yeah.
Brady.
Tom Brady
Eh,
and another
LeBron.
LeBron
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 James.
James, who also I think got some coaching from MJ about
I'm
how to like
sure.
work hard and
Absolutely.
everything.
I'm sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
No, it's very
Yeah.
important.
that's very cool.
It's very good, you know, to see these people and like what drives them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Very motivational.
So watch it if you haven't watched it.
Yes. Yes.
For sure.
10 out of 10.
Yes. Do we want to go into this next topic, which actually kind of ties up with health? You know, so we have, I don't know if everybody knows about Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
Mark
Yes.
Cuban, the billionaire, the owner of the Mavericks.
Mhm.
Dallas
Dallas Mavericks.
Yep.
True.
So, very well known, Shark Tank. We all know about him, right?
Billionaire.
Yeah, we all know what he does. So, recently, he needed to have a hip replacement.
Oh.
So, he went to the doctor, they did all the procedures, everything. What came out of it, he was like, how this is possible? Like, the medicines, everything that they charge in the hospital, he was like, it's insane. Normal people cannot afford this. He's like, for me, it's okay. Like, I have the
Right.
money. Like, I can
Right.
afford
Right.
Does
this.
he not have health insurance?
No. He was. That's what he meant. Like, with health insurance, with everything, it's extremely expensive.
It is.
It is.
Like,
It's very
And that's a
expensive.
whole nother
Yeah.
topic.
It's
yeah,
very
if you go
expensive.
to the to the hospital or whatever, just to
Yeah.
get a check on you, how many minutes did you get the doctor?
That's
Like 2 minutes, and then
Yeah.
you get charged like $300 for those
That's
2 minutes.
insane.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
healthcare in
how it
America,
is.
ladies
Yeah,
and
I
gentlemen.
remember I had to get a some kind of X-ray thing or something, and like when I got the bill, I was shocked because you have to pay for the person taking the photo, and then you have to pay someone to look at the photo. I was like, can't this just be one thing? Like I have to pay someone to look at my photograph?
It's
Like,
ridiculous.
It's absurd.
So that's what he was saying. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a bigger problem, we all know. and
Yeah.
because healthcare should be free for everybody.
No, the healthcare
Like,
system here.
And this is just American. It's all the politicians. This is the politicians' fault, right, left,
Yeah.
Democratic,
Yeah.
Republican.
Yeah.
They are all
Yeah.
corrupted.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's another topic.
That's for another topic.
Yeah.
But
yeah, let's not go there.
but so Mark Cuban was like, this is ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
how people are gonna be able to afford. So
Yeah.
what did he do? He started a new company, and the company is called. Let me just, because I don't want to say the name of the company wrong. Mark Cuban Cost Plus Drug Company. So what they do is they're gonna be able to give you prescriptions and medicines as of now. Basically the cost of the actual medicine, plus 15% of that, which is actually going to run the cost of the company and a little bit of margin for him to make money. So basically, he's not making money at all.
It's like a charity thing for him
It's
almost.
basically a charity thing,
Okay.
but it's going to improve the health and the prescriptions of everybody. So let's put it in perspective. There was this, so there is a, how does it called? Leukemia, which is a cancer for this
In the blood.
in the blood. A pill without insurance costs around $9,000. So it can range
one pill.
one pill.
That's
No.
insane.
$9,000. It ranges depending on where you get it, so it can range from $2,000 to $9,000. With insurance, you get it around $120, which is a big improvement.
Absolutely.
Right.
With Mark
Absolutely.
Cuban, you will get it at $45.
Oh.
Wow.
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 That's insane.
Wow.
I'm
9,000.
wondering, are they going to make this legal for him?
Yes, because
I
he's not
mean-
gonna take insurance. He's not gonna take anything. He's doing it private as a company.
Yeah, but like you would think they would find some loophole around it so that
Probably.
he can't do it.
Probably, but
Yeah.
the thing is that what it took a billionaire to try to disrupt the industry
Yeah.
because
No one else would have the power.
of course not, because they
Right.
are
Of
making
course
millions.
not.
I mean,
Yeah.
a pill that he can make for $45, people are selling it for 9,000.
9,000.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
So, for example,
Insane.
so one of right now they're gonna start a run with 100 prescriptions, diabetes, leukemia, a couple of ones. So, for example, the diabetes 2 is gonna cost $3.
Oh, wow.
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 I wonder how long it will take him to like get it started and like going.
I
and
think they're
everything.
gonna start pretty soon.
Oh,
Dang.
wow.
Wow.
Like the company is open. Like right now, if you go to costplusdrugs.com, it's live and running.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Incredible.
I feel like
So-
that's gonna save so many lives and
Yeah.
also piss off a lot of people, but I don't care.
No, and that's
Not
what,
actually a lot of people, just like 5 people probably.
yeah.
the 5 big corporations.
The five big corporations, which are, let me tell you, because I also wrote it, it's 3 corporations that run the full industry of
Okay.
pills: CVS, Cigna, and United Health.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, he's just being like, like this is ridiculous. We're gonna save life. So he's gonna literally make all of it at the cost that it should be. Like,
Do you think like
Right.
the other corporations will then be forced to like lower their prices
I
because
hope-
they won't have
hopefully-
any other option?
hopefully that will happen, or they just get turned out. Like, who cares about these people?
No, I don't. I'm just curious to see like how the industry will go. Like I don't obviously give
Hopefully
a crap
we'll-
about them.
Hopefully, we'll go this way,
Yeah.
where you actually get quality drugs, like quality treatment
Right.
at regular cost. If it should be free.
Right.
Yeah. It should
It
be.
It's
should.
life.
It should be free. Yes.
It's
But-
life.
And
We're
it
talking
makes
about
you
life
wonder.
here.
It's like, how do the people do it for a job? Like, they have to be sitting like in their building, you know, and someone's like, "I'm dying of cancer or leukemia," and like, they're like, "Sorry, denied because you can't afford this 9,000 pill." Like, to me, that has always blown my mind. And like, I know a girl who was talking to me about her mom who passed away, and she was saying that like her mom passed away, and then the hospital like sent her a note that was like, condolences about your mother who passed away from cancer. We're so sorry. And then like the next sentence was like, by the way, you owe us $20,000 for like her passing away.
Exactly.
It's because the industry, the
It's
insurance,
sick.
and all these things.
It's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
It's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It
I was like,
goes-
how could you? I can't imagine even like typing that note to someone.
No.
Like,
It goes to show how, first of all, how corrupted the whole system is, but
The health system.
the lack of morality between life and making money. We're
Yes.
talking about life,
Right.
life and making money. I mean, that's just the lack of morality in the world that we live in. You can't even, I can't even describe it.
No.
You can't even describe it.
No.
It's the green sign dollar bill that makes the world go round, and everybody else just, if you can't keep up, you can't keep up. That's the reality.
Yeah.
That's the reality, and it's unfortunate. It's
No.
unfortunate
It's
to
so
say
sad.
it. It's unfortunate to
yeah.
to talk about it, but it's the
Yeah.
truth.
And that's
It's
why
the
we have
truth.
to, unfortunately, the only thing as of now that we can do is support things like this, like Mark
Absolutely.
Cuban with this
Absolutely.
team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and we just like
Absolutely.
have to be like, praise God that Mark Cuban
Yeah.
dislocated his hip or whatever.
Right, right.
But that's the saddest part, that it took a billionaire to be able to disrupt this industry.
Yeah.
If he
Yeah.
didn't have that experience, he probably wouldn't do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
So, like,
Right.
and this is so good. Like, this is, I mean, the second this company goes public to people to buy stock, we should all buy $10 of it.
Yeah.
I'll do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to help us. It's going to help the people who actually need it. I mean, can you imagine if somebody, hopefully they say they have leukemia, like,
Yeah.
$9,000 for one pill.
And you probably need the pill like every
Yeah.
other day or something.
Exactly.
Like how often?
Or
I
like
don't
twice
know.
a day for all we
Yeah.
know.
That means you're going to be working to pay medical bills.
For your entire life.
For your entire life.
Yeah, that's
Your
it.
entire
That's
life.
it. You're
Like,
No, I mean,
and then people wonder why are so many people having mental
health
health,
issues.
Yeah.
because
Hello?
their life depends on paying bills.
Paying
yeah,
bills. You
it's-
go home
it's
paying
horrible.
bills.
It's horrible.
Go home, you
So-
see more debt. Like it's
Yeah.
But
If
the
we
doctor
could
doesn't
support
pay enough.
this, let's support this. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, I'm happy you found that article and told us about it.
Yeah.
definitely,
It's
definitely.
awesome.
it's very important. Let's just say again, the name of the website is costplusdrugs.com.
Okay.
All right.
We're on it.
So you can get your medicines at what it costs to produce,
Yes.
Right, right.
not what they want to sell you.
Exactly.
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 For real. For real.
Okay, let's go into the next topic.
This topic was actually very interesting. Over the week, teen brothers beat their stepfather to death when they discovered he was molesting their sister.
What?
So, 3 brothers.
Where was this?
This was
I say go team.
first of all,
Motherfucker deserve to die.
I mean, what's the problem there? Beating up a molester, a child molester, what's the problem there? To their sister? Like, what is the problem
and
there?
I mean, their sister was underage. I mean,
A
isn't she like
9-year-old.
9?
What?
That is
9-year-old.
so
A child.
disgusting.
9?
What?
A child.
And they
A child.
yes.
So why are these teens being arrested? You tell me. They're being charged with capital murder, aggravated assault, criminal activity. But the bigger problem is child molester. I mean, can we not? Are we ignoring the fact that
Yeah.
he was molesting a 9-year-old? Like,
You know
is
what
that-
else is so crazy about this story that I was reading? The dude who died, deservedly so, he actually already was in trouble for molesting another child somewhere else.
disgusting?
And he was like on the run, or I don't know if he like served his time and then he got out and then he went and proceeded to do it again. And it's just like, I'm with you, Espi. I'm
Yeah.
like, the dude
No,
deserved to
yeah.
die. I don't give a flying fuck. Sorry, excuse my language,
No,
But-
No.
like I feel like those guys shouldn't be
No,
in trouble.
No, not at all.
no.
There should
I
be a law that's like if you see that happening, you get to do what you want.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a very troubling story. We'll keep up with how it turns out, but that's just unacceptable.
God.
It's unacceptable. I
It's
don't know why.
So unacceptable.
I don't know why these teen guys were protecting their own sister have to pay the consequences. I don't know. That's a very interesting.
And I feel
Interesting
like
story.
it also doesn't help other victims of sexual assault like want to come forward because they're like, well, if I come forward,
Am I gonna be in
Like-
jail?
Right.
yeah, well, like either
Right.
that, like the little girl probably didn't want to get her brothers in trouble, but like
But she's a
I'm
child.
proud
She
of
was-
her for like also, speaking out about it because a lot of little kids keep that as a secret like their whole life. But then it's like now she probably feels bad that she brought it up, and she shouldn't have to
No.
feel that way. It shouldn't
nothing
be
in the
like that.
world.
Not
For
at
nothing
all.
in the
Yeah.
world.
So
So we'll
So
keep up with
awful.
this story, but
That gave me goosebumps.
that's
I just hope, I'm sure they'll hopefully get like a good lawyer, and maybe they can get off with like a lighter sentence.
a
or
lighter
something.
sentence.
It's so crazy how the justice works.
The,
That's insane.
the system.
Yeah.
It's so. I mean, again, we don't want to go into politics, but
But-
it's so.
Yeah.
These people are so corrupted,
Right.
so wrong.
Yeah. And
Right.
it's just like statistically, like the odds of that guy to just continue doing what he was doing. I mean, he already
He
was
will be doing
proving
it
the
again.
fact that he was a statistic by
Right.
doing it again. So, anyways,
Yeah. Yeah.
That is
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
awful.
It's crazy.
insane.
And crazy.
Insane.
Yeah, I feel like we're all just like speechless because our minds are just like
Oh my
blown.
god.
Yeah.
But on another subject, Jamie Lynn Spears and Britney Spears, always a juicy topic.
Always a juicy topic. The Spears family. Poor Britney. I feel bad for her. Like I follow this TikToker and I forget her name, but she's known as I am Britney Spears translator, and she like translates what Britney Spears writes on her post on her post like in a southern accent, because Britney Spears people assume when she writes her post she's just like venting, but she's really writing like her side, which I feel like it's like, how can you not believe it? It's like so true. Like, and she's basically saying, you know, like her sister's always going to find a way to make money out of her. Like whether it's writing a book, talking about her, what when she mentions her sister's name, you know, whatever.
Let's just talk about the title. The title in itself is so obnoxious. Things I should have said, or whatever. Jamie Lynn's book and like I think what really upset Britney, on top of the fact that it's her sister making money off of her, her sister telling fabricated lies according to Britney.
Lies.
It just like, it's just so like she's getting like props for like this is gonna be a bestseller on like on the best-selling list, and Britney's just like, why do you have to continue to take advantage of me? Everyone in her family has taken advantage of her.
Right.
She's sick of it. The least Jamie Lynn could have done is waited a couple years to like release the book, but no, she has to do it right now. And obviously, it's for a reason.
Of course, and that's what Britney was mentioning. Like it's like she's like, you just can't stop with the lies and the timing of it all.
My
like,
god.
poor Britney.
I mean,
Poor
it's just
Britney,
like-
and it's your own family too. And
So
let's be honest.
disgusting.
Let's be honest here. If it wasn't for Britney, Jamie Lynn, who? Like,
Ooh.
No, exactly.
are you serious right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Some chick on Zoe 101? Like,
She,
are you
she
serious?
did, and she did that because Britney paid for it.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah.
And there is another thing too. Like, for years, Britney couldn't like sing like remixes of songs, and then Jamie Lynn goes on an award show, sings a remix of her sister's song, and like it right in front of her, and it's like it's just like
It's just
so
so
ridiculous.
tasteless.
It's just
It's petty.
ridiculous.
It's ghetto,
And it's
tasteless,
petty.
ratchet.
Right.
It's just
Right.
stop. Jamie, if you're listening,
Jamie, like
just stop.
You're done.
just get a career
done.
on your own, please.
Goodbye, Jamie.
Bye.
All the Jamies. No, I'm just kidding. Not all the Jamies. All the Jamies in the Spears family is what I mean. Okay.
Nuts.
All right. Is that everything, you guys? I feel like we did it all.
I have a tiny team.
Oh, here we go.
Yes.
Tiny thing.
Okay, we have again the thought of the day.
All
The
right.
thought of the day.
Ready for it?
Yeah.
If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things.
That's good.
If you want to
very
have a
good.
happy life, tie it to
To
a goal.
not to
Yes.
people.
Because
Or
goals
things.
like
Things.
stay stagnant. Like not stagnant, but they're never gonna go away unless you forget about doing them.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas like people can let you down or just
Right.
Right.
Or if you attach it to a team, for example, like buying a car.
yeah.
When you get it, you are not completely satisfied because it's not what you were hoping for.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So-
That's good.
Yeah. Let's go for the random fact of the day. Ancient Egyptians used slabs of stone as pillows.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I feel like my memory foam pillow is not even
Like they
soft
didn't have
enough for me.
the feathered pillows.
I wonder if that's why their necks were sometimes a little bit like,
Uh-huh.
because like if you lay on a
Right.
rock, that's
Right.
probably gonna happen.
There you go.
Oh, child, if I laid on a rock today, I wouldn't get
Oh
up.
my
I'd be sitting on the floor forever.
That's so
Wow.
crazy.
That's
There you go.
intense.
Okay, and the one that is a little to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather live in a mansion in the city or on a farm with lots of animals?
Oh, that's cute. That reminds me of MASH, the game MASH. Remember growing up? Mansion, apartment, shack, house.
Yeah.
Okay.
So which one do you rather?
Mansion?
In the city or a farm in the with a lots of
So
animals?
cute.
Wait, what's the house in the city like?
It's a mansion.
Oh, you meant a mansion in the city.
In
I
the
thought
city.
you meant a
I thought
mansion.
city,
city
and
house.
farm.
No,
Or
no,
the-
no.
okay.
Mansion
In the
city.
city.
Oh,
Or farm
well,
life.
It's a
With
no-brainer for
lots of
me,
animals.
but
Farm with lots of
Of course,
animals.
of course, of course. Got it.
I'm definitely in the mansion in the city. Sorry,
Mansion in the
but-
city, you're a city girl.
All right.
I'm a motherfucking city girl.
Yeah.
I'm a city girl. City girl.
City
Yeah.
girl too.
Yeah.
I don't know, that cottage in the farm with the animals.
I think she might. Be.
That sounds so tempting. I like it. Away from everybody. With the animals. I love it. I'm gonna go with that one.
I get creeped out by all the
I'm,
silence.
I'm
I like
half and
it.
half
You're half and
What?
half, right?
because I love the city,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Close to everything.
in this damn age, I feel like sometimes I can't understand
Yeah.
people. Like I cannot handle people.
You can't keep up. You can't
Well,
keep
I
up.
mean, if you have enough money to have a mansion in the city, then clearly you have enough for the other house in the
Yeah.
country.
Yeah, but you still have to deal with the noise. You still have to deal
Yeah.
with everything that
Yeah.
happens in the
Yeah.
city. Like in the farm, you are just
Yeah.
You with nature.
Well, and
With
I'm
your
also weird
plants,
because I feel like
with
even
your
if
own food,
yeah,
not this processed food that
True.
might
Yeah.
kill you.
True.
I feel like even if I had the money for a full-on mansion, I'd still want it to be like a smaller mansion.
Right.
I also don't want
Maintainable.
like this ginormous house where like there's 20 empty rooms. Like that would creep me out. Unless like
yeah.
all of my family and extended family is living with
Right,
me,
I
then
get
it's
it.
fine.
Yeah, I get
But
it. I
like
get it.
I don't like the thought of me and like one other person in a house
In
with
12
like
rooms.
no, it's too
yeah.
creepy when you're like, hello down there. Like
Hello.
We
Yeah.
went to the coast not long ago. We rented this
oh
house,
god, we were so scared.
and like the house has 3 floors.
Which
Big
we're
house.
not used to at all.
No,
Big house.
we only were in one, and like we never went to the other 2. So it's
Yeah.
like we don't need a house that big. Like,
Right.
Well, and we
Right.
were
Too much
always like,
space.
"What's that
What's
noise
inside?
in
Like,
the
yeah, like,
basement?"
what is this?
No,
it's like
forget about the
crazy.
basement.
And I think the worst part of it had like 20 million doors
Yeah.
to,
So
to the outside, not inside the house. It had like the one for the sunroof to go out. It had like the
Yeah.
garage. This.
Yeah.
so at
many-
night we were like checking we're like, did we check all 20 doors?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a run through, a security run through.
No, and some of them were even glass, so like you could see through. You know, so it's like,
Which is always weird. I don't like that idea. I
So
feel
it's like-
like way
Interesting.
too.
what if somebody's in
exposed.
the other side? You know, it's like
Yeah. No.
Interesting. Interesting. I
Yeah.
mean, if you have the family for it and you
That
have
makes
kids,
sense.
and that makes sense.
Yeah.
The in-laws in there makes sense. But all that space for nothing, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not worth it.
No.
Too much. Too much space.
Too
Too
much
much
space.
loneliness, I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Interesting.
Alrighty.
do you guys
Well,
want to wrap up?
it's a wrap.
It is a
Okay.
wrap.
Episode
So
9,
nine.
right?
9.
Nine, you
Nine.
know.
Yeah, we're almost to
Already?
the 10.
Wow.
Well, thanks everyone for listening and check us out on
As
all the
always.
platforms. Guys, listen, you're very good at it.
Well, we have Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. I almost couldn't talk. Sorry. We have Pocket Cast. We have TuneIn. Any platform for
Yeah.
podcasts, we are in it. So
Yes.
also in all social medias: YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, anything, we are in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
All the above.
Yeah.
Check out the YouTube channel.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
And
Have a
until
nice
next one.
Toodaloo.
Thanks for listening, guys and gals. This was Nobody You Know. Literally. Remember to hit like and subscribe and leave us a comment. Have a question for the guys or a topic you'd love them to discuss? Get in touch. You can find us on all socials at @NobodyYouKnow_podcast. See you next time.